I make this whole thing yours. Now work it out. Said our hustler's work is never through. We making it cause we make it move. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Ew. Some fresh to death looking plush. Ladies can't get enough. Got my fitness on looking buff. And all my people with my trust. Holding down for my city. If they're asking you, I'm not guilty. Only thing that I'm guilty of is making you rock with me. Work it out. Got a gang of cash and it's going all on the ball. Now work it out. And it's going fast cause I feel like a superstar. Now work it out. And you may not have it, I might have just broke the law. Now work it out. It's your turn to grab it and I make this whole thing yours. Now work it out. Said our hustler's work is never through. We making it cause we make it move. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Said our hustler's work is never through. We making it cause we make it move. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
It's complicated, it always is. That's just the way it goes. Feels like I waited so long for this.
All right. Hello, sports fans. It's been a hot minute, as it were. No, that's a German thing. I've been playing a fair amount of poker, but offline. I just kind of had this tickle in my throat. It's this reoccurring freaking cough that I've had forever. It's been about 6 weeks now. So I've been trying to drink a whack ton more water, as it turns out. Put that up there. This is my PBR glass. It's my beer mug glass, but it's just water I'm having today.
5-6 suited, king 5.
And it's been beautiful outside, so I've been trying to go for a run as well. I did go for a run yesterday. Not too far, but still got to get out there. Got to get your miles in, right?
Because we have almost 20% of our stack in, so it's almost.
And then what's the other one?
5, I think I'm running it.
So let's give it an update here. Where are we at? So I've got another tournament starting here in just a couple minutes. On my party poker account, I've got 790 is my bank balance, my account balance, and I have 120 on my account balance on my 888.
Or did you get more?
So what does that say? What does that mean? What's the important part here? It's that I'm working on the the list there, right? I'm working on
Come on.
the 1K challenge on 2 different
Oh,
websites.
dominated, but we
That's
flop, okay.
what's happening there.
Oh no, blue.
I also have
We are not running good
888
big ones.
Poker Live up on the back side,
No, we are
in the
not.
back
I can't
stream.
complain about running good at all.
I'll be fine. I'm gonna pull the million and then it'll be fine. I just really
That
wanted
was
the 2
plan from
points
the
there.
beginning.
I need to tighten up the gap here.
Where do I have here? Just
So if we get any sort of jackpot one, we can do 5 points.
Like anything over
okay.
here.
So I've got a tournament starting in 45 minutes,
That'll be
If
really
we get a
sweaty.
million, you can do 100 points.
and I have another tournament starting in 3 minutes. So
Get third.
get another tournament up here in
If
just
you
a
get
couple
million,
moments.
you won, yeah.
I like that. It'll be like 1 minute left in the stream, and I'll hit the million and just come for the win here. I think
By
that's
the
a
way, chat,
misclick.
you just never do this.
No, I think
on
that's a
purpose
misclick.
at least.
I think he meant
I
to
don't
open, but
Too funny, too funny.
million's gone.
I mean, the problem is
So I'm getting
we just have to
crap
go with it.
thrown at me here by this guy, but I have this guy as a weak regular, but I'm actually going to change that.
No.
Let me take a look here.
Yeah, you can never fold that.
20. He's played 2,800 tournaments, and he's up 810.
Open here.
James Boy here
I like it.
has played 770 tournaments.
Just to get them to.
Now
I think we're gonna have to go.
Sorry, 775 tournaments, and he's up 850.
But now we just call.
Whitey, on the other hand,
'Cause they're never gonna
is
fold, so
played
might as well see if
1,100 tournaments, so he's down $87.
Oh.
Check
but-
the flop.
You know, I have this as a kind of a
yeah.
weak
Yeah. I was hoping
regular type player.
I think they have.
I don't know.
flop.
And I'm just adjusting as we go. What do I have on Blue Man over here? Played 2,000 tournaments, and he's down 1.2K.
Why?
So I've kind of changed some of the titles here, what they mean, what's happening there, what's going on with them. Because they do mean different things, so. All right, we'll see how it goes.
All kinds of pockets.
What do we have at the bottom there?
It's almost
Let
scary
me
when
get
they-
this table up here.
Why are you so comfortable?
There we go.
Roll 2 back to the 100K. That'd be some nice.
Okay, I should have just the two games up right now. Yeah. So I'll just switch between the two as much as
Buy an
possible.
elephant. Just
This is an easy fold, right? I got Club Kiss here.
Just rent one.
My wife
I
rode
couldn't take it
an
home.
elephant in India, and they're massive. They're absolutely massive. Like
What do
big
I
to a
have?
crazy person.
Oh, yeah. This is what I'm looking for. This thing right here.
We
So
have
at the
most
very
of them,
bottom
which is
here,
huge.
you're going to
There's
see
another
that it's...
It's like sneaky big. You don't realize how big they are.
I was
Alright,
in
ace.
Canada earlier this year. We went to Banff.
Oh, Banff is nice. That's a nice flop. Just hold. Little hold here, no chop.
Amazing place. We loved it. But yeah, we couldn't go for the hikes because most of them required 4 or more people, and it was just me and my wife. And also,
Oh yeah.
we are not sure if we could use bear spray because we didn't even know bear spray was a thing before we
Yeah.
went there.
Yeah. That stuff shoots really far. It's like a laser beam. We have like bear bangers or like a little pen that shoots like a
Nice.
like a firework, like a pop rock thing.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a gun. Cause yeah, the bears are quite the thing.
So again, and then we need a shout out here. That's what we're looking for. It's just fold. That's all I've got going on right here.
I
Well,
don't
yeah,
think I can wait.
Most of the time you don't even see them because they hear you like a mile away and they run away. They're pretty timid, but the odd.
All right, so I've got this is just a fold, right? Easy fold. It's 10, but this is a we might raise this, but
We've had like
this is a good player right here.
people all the time that are picking like blue
We're just
bears
gonna
and
call it and try and spike it.
One guy was like in like a porta potty, and the bear opened the door and like pulled it out and mauled him. Oh, no, come on!
Baby, and drop it. Scrub the
Two.
floor and just mop it. Show these gangsters how you pop lock it. Don't care what you got in your pocket. I beat the way that you rockin' with that thing. Girl, stop it. Wanna just bang, bang, and pop it. While the
So this should be like kings or something, right? And we're just going to fold this, right? I mean, it's all of that is in the range, and we don't have a 10, we don't have an ace. Just get out of it. And we give lots of respect to this guy. This guy knows what's going on. So it's just an easy fold. What do I have here? A 10, 8. I mean, this is a good fold, as I said, pre-flop.
Some of them just go crazy. They lose it.
And also, those are big hikes, so you're always you always have food on you and that kind of stuff, you know. So if they're used to eating human food, then I can see them.
This is too bad.
All right.
Obviously, there was a raise pre-flop because look at that. I mean, that's all of our chips going in there, right? I'd be calling this off for sure all day long. And it turns out to be going broke, but well, it's good to know that this is a jam from this guy here. Joker, J Joker, he's a strong, solid player as well. It's pretty close to this one. Actually, this is actually a much better, a much stronger player. 48 bigs on the other one. We'll just get out of the way. Easy folds, right? It's just playing itself at this point. Oh fuck. So hopefully this doesn't get called because this was just a fuck up. Well, we did hit it there, but I was just saying in the chat there, not chat, on 888, Eklo is from Canada. He's from Ontario, Western Ontario, like far Western Ontario, and the other guy, Cavello, is from Europe, Spain, I believe, maybe Portugal. But he's been to Canada before, right? And he came to Banff. Banff obviously is about 45 minutes. No, it's about an hour and 110 kilometers away from where I live. So I've been to Banff several times. And we were just talking about he dropped a cougar, and then he saw a dead cougar and he killed it and all that sort of stuff. I've been chased by a cougar actually. I knew I shouldn't have bought her a drink, but I couldn't help myself. Come on, that's some funny shit. It's just back and forth here, right? Nothing happening, nothing going on, just blah blah blah.
I have 2 losses right now.
This one. 38 minutes until the next tournament starts. But
a lot of above 2x multipliers so though. Like I'm running great on the multipliers, but not running great on the cards. Yeah. You need both to allow profit.
Come on, guys, play fast. I don't want to pay the big.
I was King 9, and I was trying to raise it to 2.5, and I ended up going 145 bigs. Like, what? So, sorry about that. Bit crazy. Anyway, just keep going around. I got away with it, so we'll take it. I got Ace King on this other hand. Other table over here.
They make a big difference in the long run.
Apparently, I was just absolutely passed out for about 3 hours last night, and Mrs. Frost made some funny texts. I didn't hear my phone go off, obviously, and
I love when he keeps like 0.2.
I usually notice these sort of things, but I did not notice last night.
That is quite a flop.
All right,
Let's hope it's
production.
not kings.
Put the W up. There it
Let's
is.
go. It's not a W.
We'll
yet,
take
but
that
it's pretty close.
threes down. Well, I had pocket threes over here. I guess we'll take that down.
Such a good squeeze spot normally.
We'll just chunk it in here, I guess. Got it. Got us.
Pocket nines looking so good.
What a life.
I might call this, but when they get the other call,
I mean, what else are you going to do with this, right? I mean, this is just such a shit hand. This is like an ace-queen type hand. There's no way that this is aces or kings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to be a group of 4,
Tens,
and you
so,
want to make sure
I mean,
that you're faster than the other.
Pair it up and take it down, I guess.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Make
Yeah,
sure you can run
nice hand,
faster
nice
than
hand.
them, and you'll be
But this is what we expect and what we know. So let's Google that guy. Let's shark scope him.
Yeah, they make videos about it and everything. It's like science.
Honda
I'll look
DK.
there And they're like, oh, okay, this guy's chill. I'm gonna leave.
So that's a pretty solid play, right? So let's mark this down, because this is just a very fishy play. And I understand and I get it and I know why, but
This is why I
this
folded
guy's
my ace
played
high, because this guy was just sitting on the floor. When they come
1,400
from the middle, it's, like,
tournaments
always
and is currently down
empty.
74 bucks.
Feel some equity on the turn.
So there's a lot of plays. Like, this is just absolute shark. He's won $51 in the PLO to
Yeah, you don't need to
go fairly high up. Let's say, what is that, like 75 bucks? And it's just all downhill after that.
Today, and I can't bluff it if
50
they're
bucks on a
priced in, or I'm priced in.
on something else here. We're gonna have the best hand a large portion of the time here. This will be just a check call here,
They got a big chip lead,
but we should have the large portion of the hand, like a good hand, the best hand, a large portion of the time.
Probably my worst.
Yeah.
Alright, ace high.
So what else do we have here? It's up 50 bucks and then back down to
Nice. Okay. Big one.
about
Big one.
$210 has been down.
ABC.
Wins 33, wins 46, wins 33, wins 66, wins 73 bucks in a PLO tournament. So there's another one in PLO. There's a third one in PLO, fourth one in PLO, fifth one in PLO.
All right, free flop.
Jordan is asking you.
This is a PLO player. Okay, so there we go. Let's mark that down.
Importance. I'm good actually. I'm good. You're going to get one of those dailies. Do I ever want to bluff this? I have to. Nice.
I love Tim Hortons.
I'm just making notes.
They're making fun of me. Like,
It is so
actually,
good.
me and my wife.
So you're going to see lots and lots of fishy plays out of this guy because all of his wins are PLO. 73 bucks in a PLO deep stack, 35 bucks in a PLO tournament, $37 in a
It
PLO,
was a real one.
37 in PLO. So this is all this guy does is play PLO.
Has the 888 event.
All of his wins have been
Fast food
PLO.
Coffee's actually
That's-
like McDonald's.
that's
I
what I
like
do it
them
then.
Cafe, but Tim Hortons' coffee's good. I don't like the double double is what people love, which is like 2 cream, 2 sugar. I find that very sweet. But if I just got a regular like 1 cream, okay. Queens, Tim Hortons, baby. Oh, good flop.
That is quite a flop.
I got 2 outs. Let's go.
No, that's not true.
Tim Hortons, like we live in a small town and there's not a lot of like food options, and Tim Hortons is actually one of our best food options. They have like amazing wraps and stuff. It's sad that it's our best option, but small town life. Charlie horse up, yeah, just like do the flat tire thing where you step on someone's heel and their shoe falls off, and then just run, and the bear will just get them, and you'll be good. Don't think I'm gonna try and make anything happen with this. A lot of bear talk. Yeah, survival 101. Always go with slower people. I think we want to jam here because we don't want
Nice. Yeah.
them to just
I
like
like the jam.
flop. Yeah. If they call with like a double Broadway or something, we're still ahead. But and if they have a better ace, GG. But all right, nice little free flop here, and I can check this all day.
Heart.
Jack can actually check clickback. Just make it look super nutted. All right, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna go for the win here. Gut shot, flush draw. I don't want to sit back and whiff the river like I've been doing. Oh, they had me real beat. Nice turn. They're never folding that.
Yeah.
Whew. Running into it. Because, I mean, that jam's going to get like a 9 to fold. But obviously not trips. Obviously not trips. Come on, Jack 6. Oh, I think we're going down to 3 Ls here. Oh, this next one I have to win. Or I'm on the cusp. I'm already on the cusp.
I'm getting dominated by this guy all the time. I go all in.
I had a turn like that. I had a big stack and I kept doing that, jamming like, and they just had me dominated. Hop out here to win a blast today, chat.
We're just having a conversation about Tim Hortons coffee versus McDonald's coffee. Tim Hortons tried to put the squeeze on coffee bean growers about 10, 12 years ago. And the coffee bean growers said, fuck that, we're not having any of that. And so the contract ultimately got canceled. And so when the contract gets up, McDonald's said, yeah, we'll take it. And so now this is why Tim Hortons coffee actually has gone down in taste. And McDonald's tastes like Timmy's because it's the old Timmy's coffee. Someone in the chat here just said that's false rumors. All in skins. McDonald's coffee is the only good thing that's about McDonald's. Yeah, that's the wrong answer. That's true. Fairly certain that it's false. All in skin says it's false rumors that McDonald's bought that up.
What I teach people because some people don't.
It is good to announce why you're slow rolling there, just so.
Get out of the way this one.
Especially like if the guy is watching as well. They basically.
There's Tim Hortons. Let's find this one.
Didn't like what I did. 250. Oh.
In a word, no, we don't care about that. Contract. Is it true that McDonald's coffee is Tim Hortons river?
2 winners, and it's gonna be $20 blast ticket. And the keyword is Madrid. This is just an open shove.
Live stop.
The next 88 live stop. We get it in decent and we do hit.
All right, Madrid it is. That's the key word. Head over to 888 Poker and you'll find out where it is. What does this one say?
Okay.
Yeah, this is Quora. I don't care about this one.
Well, we'll see. I'm ahead here. This
Coffee the same.
So it's 4. I go down to 4 in a row, which is really bad.
Contract. Where is it? It has to do with Mother Parkers, right? No, it's not. However, McDonald's coffee is supplied by Mother Parkers, who used to supply.
My concern. But if they fold here, that's huge. Yeah, it gives us a 2.
April 2nd. I mean, I don't know how reputable.
Yeah, that's true. The McCafe in the U.S. is not the same. It's like.
Is it true that McDonald's coffee and Tim Hortons original blend from a few years back? No, it's not. However, McDonald's coffee in Canada is supplied by Mother Parkers, who used to supply Tim Hortons until Tim Hortons bought their own roasting supply.
We do want them to have the King 8.
And it chops! Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah, that's insane.
Can you believe it? Yikes. All right. That felt like the one. Maybe it was a 97%, or I don't know what it was, but. If I was Heckle, I'd press double 70 times a day. Yeah, it's nice. I associate it with doubling up in tournaments too, so it's extra nice when I hear it. It brings back good memories.
We're just having a conversation about Tim Hortons coffee versus McDonald's coffee.
How many in a row?
Tim Hortons.
3.
Oh, there I am. What we have over here.
You're where I am. Yeah.
Let's get out of the way of this one. I don't have any hands, right? It's just round and round we go. There we go. Now we got one. Oops, I got moved from this one. I have Ace King suited, so I will be raising that up. I did raise, and let's go find it up. There we go. It's that one. So now he's out of position with this, and we like that. We'll just call it. So this has to be like aces, kings, queens, ace, king, ace, queen, tens, all of these things. We have 2 of our cards. We're not going to fold just yet. Now we're not going to fold for all the rice in China.
And it's going fast 'cause I feel like a superstar. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. And you may not have it, And you may not have it, I might have just broke the law.
Uh-oh. Now he's got to go all in, right? So, question: can we go call him all in with the 9? All right, we'll leave. It's very rarely that have a 3-barrel bluff on this, right? So we'll give it up there. Okay, so we have just 1 second. All in at Lucky.
Because I don't think people
7-8. Can't call this one.
also having the king is actually bad because
What do we have over here? Well, yeah, so this is the same sort of thing. We're just on a draw at this point, right? So, you know, someone. This is a 55 center, right? This is not a good call. You shouldn't call this very often. The fact that it's a 55 center is really moot. A shit call is a shit call, right? I mean, we're just going to fold out of the way here. Same. Got king jack. I mean, so let's think about this play for just a second here. This is not a very good hand unless it's a complete air wall, right? Because even if he has king jack, he has a stone cold nuts. Wouldn't you want to get paid here? Wouldn't you want to call? So this is why going like that doesn't work. What do we have going on over these guys? Just kind of ripped into this one here. What do we have on this one? On my other table, I'm 47th out of 79, so we've still kind of like look at this. That's exactly what we expect, right? Just giving all that shit away. There's nothing wrong with that. Just we like it, we love it, we want some more of it. Oh, that's right, doesn't happen. This is gonna be awesome with the 7 deuce.
The Ontario people are out. They're blasting.
And I have trip summons on this one.
Yeah, they're all talking to their buddies. Hey, get on.
All right, so we got 7 deuce on this one.
I have had some pretty nasty turns and rivers today.
We're just raising to see what's going to happen over here, right? More than anything else.
in the first 2 blast offs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
In the last one, Aaron was just too good.
He's a beast.
Yeah, and he used to do this for a living. So
I got ripped.
he knows
I mean, I can't fold at
he
this
knows
point now.
strategies and- yeah.
I mean, I can't fold there, right? I mean, that's just all, you got to pay it off because of exactly that. And you know that he's a fish, but there's just nowhere else you can go with that.
Just open this. It's good enough. I don't think we ever want to fold it though. Okay. I guess we have to run it here. Good.
Well, this is the same.
Yeah, so it's a 60-40, and if we find too many folds, come on, baby. If we find too many folds just because the blinds go up so fast, you end up blinding out.
So this is part of the under full argument.
I go from sweating at a win streak to trying to anti-sweat a losing streak.
I think this should happen every week, though. I think this is a very nice dynamic between the win streak and the loss streak.
Minus 1 for losing 3 in a row. Was there some sort of comment there? We got nothing on the other hand, on the other table, so let's get out of the way. Right. We would hit a piece of this, but now it comes down to kicker. I'm just going to have to rebuy into this one at some point in time here. But
Snap jam on it. Oh, he open shoves it. Must hit a queen. Ace 8. That is just such a weird play.
I mean, they were jamming, I guess.
Like, but they should have just
They wanted to make it look different. I don't know. Sometimes people they level themselves into making sophisticated moves. You know?
Right. But yeah,
That's funny. Sometimes people just level themselves into making a sophisticated move. It's true. We're just ripping it on this one. I mean, it's again, we're just going to rebuy. I'm just going to mark that down right now. Haven't even done anything yet. Don't know what the outcome is, but
I don't think they raise a 9 that big. So
27. We got 15 in this. 15. We have 20 something in this one.
Like, why did people pot? Like, if they're gonna raise fold it and make it look like a big raise, like we just pot.
So I guess we need a gut shot here, right? Just is what it is. He should rip it in here now. Right? He raised out of position. This is the problem with these shitty hands, right? You raise out of position. You took the lead. You got to have a good reason not to take it down. If I had ace king here, I would just check here as well. Small blind, big blind. He never has ace king here. If I have ace 7 here, I just call as well. He flopped a set. That's a terrible play, right? You raised out of position.
Not the term we want.
You took the lead. You wanted the lead. You fought for the lead. You got to keep the lead. I mean, yeah, that's so bad. I love it. I love it. All right, what do we got over here? Just rebuy in right away.
If you win 3 in a row, you get an extra point on top of your 3rd win.
What do we have here?
How many wins are you at?
Actually, this is gonna be the 2nd.
Ooh, I don't like this flop.
That being saying, check your messages.
Okay.
I think there's. Oh yeah, this is the blast, right? You should have one more hour, 20 minutes here.
You just flop the world, turn more equity.
Walk?
Oh, walks are so huge in these spots when the blinds are like that and you're tied.
So this might be a good hand here. Finally, right? But it's usually just jam, jam, jam all the time. So I don't know.
Let's go. I was not expecting a limp call there, but it worked out.
This will be a fold here.
I lost my heads up, so.
Oh no! All right.
I did raise on the other hand, on the other table.
I guess suited 10 can go for it.
I'm at 10 wins, though.
We hit two. We hit 2 pair on that one. But I mean, they could have a set there as well. I mean, I don't know. They just don't think I can fold. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's do 2x. Now put it to 8 if I can win it. That's 6 now.
I'll do a $50 one just
Okay.
mix it up.
We have a heart, diamond draw, and we have a straight draw. So we'll just get out of the way. This is like, what the hell am I looking at here? But this is my Instagram. Oops. Just get out of the way, this one. You want to go Sunday for a couple of loops of Beaver Dam? It's my coach calling. My running coach. Just asking. Ask me what's going on for going for a run on Saturday, because you can't go on Sunday, which is going to be tough because Monday or Friday night is a late poker night for us. This is Frost Mage and I and my coach. We're playing poker at our friend's place for the annual Christmas party, which is fun. But he wants to go running on Sunday or Saturday morning. We're just going to get out of the way of this one now. I mean, we just have overcards. We've missed it. We don't have a backup card, so. We'll get out. need Eklo to start ripping it up here. Oh, I just on the wrong table. I needed that one on this one.
Good luck, 9.
All right, so this is the same sort of thing, right? This is a swing and a miss type hand, so we're going to call it and see how it goes, and then get out of the way otherwise. This is the same sort of thing. Raise. I want to see how this one played out.
The king became a problem.
No, it's not a problem because the guy that.
Because if he let out, which he usually does, and then checks the flop again,
I think I'm gonna just press.
let's see what happens here.
I got snapped.
And then this guy here makes a shot against him.
Dang, man. I had to
So
put
under the gun,
It is
under the gun raises, so it's 2.3, 2.8 big, something like that. He goes to 21,000.
Those needed to hold.
Check call.
Oh, okay.
Check. Yeah. Yeah, so
So we get this one in.
it's not bad.
Good luck.
We're going to chunk it in here.
Hold.
Yeah, we'll chunk. Oops, that's this one here. We'll chunk it all in here. This is a flush draw as well. Oh, no, he's got a full house now. Nice hand, nice hand. 2 pair. 8 off.
Can I get some of that run good? I'm gonna do another 2-pointer here, but if you win this 2-pointer, we're pretty much just playing for funsies.
Alright, so Dawn Auto here. On my other table here.
Queen.
I led for 2 and then he folded. And
They can find bluffs
this
with
is just going to be a check here.
stuff,
Yeah, this is going to be check
and
fold.
They don't fold the queen. Do they have the queen?
Dear diary, this is how you not get paid off with your hands.
They're never calling the queen.
But we're close to that. I mean, we chunked in some bad freaking cards in this.
Blind, raise, fold versus
this one.
big.
Oh yeah, you're playing a 250. I forgot. That's nice.
Yeah, a huge one.
We're still raising, right?
That's 1 BB.
It's highly unlikely that we're going to chunk it in there at that point. We have overcards here, so we like that.
Oh wow.
We'll just check this one as well.
They do, but you still have to beat like, you still have to bet stuff that doesn't beat queen high.
Oops.
For sure.
He doesn't have any of that. So sometimes people are lying sacks of shit, and this is one of them, but we can't call anything. We can't beat any of it. So get out of the way. Right?
I think that people
Surprisingly, that we have this hand absolutely dominated between these 2 guys. But yeah, they still called it. Still called the raise with it. It's awesome.
they end up folding a large 3 bets. And
1 second.
Look at my chart, John. My reads are up. I'm just.
actually not even looking at chat for a while. So I'm sorry, let's see.
I've been monitoring it.
Okay, let's.
They wanted -1.
What's this one over here? Oh yeah, raise to 7 and then. Well, so I did get, as I said, my coffee mug. But more importantly, I got a real one. This is for you guys. That's how the streams go. Cheers, Biggers. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a fold here for me. What can I beat? I think it's all not it, but I'm already in for half, like for 1. I'm not going to throw another one in there.
Look at that, 30 bigs, big spot. All right, million.
I'm not going to look this guy up. Limped King under the gun. This is not a good hand. What do we have as the last one here? Uh-oh. I guess we need to hit a good hand here, right? We're just going to chunk it all in there. Not with 4 people, though. 3 people behind. That can't be good.
Yeah, you can definitely
We're not going to have a flush draw, right? So that's all of this. This is like a
Worst thing would be
king-queen
to hold
hand.
the second biggest stack.
King 10. which is good. I mean,
Otherwise,
it's
they're pulling up this guy.
going to take it down
I do have a calling hand regardless.
There it is.
because we can't beat anything.
But
Yeah,
the run good
one
is
pair
that
and a middle pair at best is not going to be it.
All right.
I would just beat aces here with this hand, so.
We're gonna
Let's come to our other table over here. We flop a gut shot.
Okay, I'm just jamming this. It's strong enough for 7 bigs.
Oh yeah.
And I need to put the pressure.
Just a couple minutes left. 888 poker. We're going to call 1 for 3 outer here.
Yeah, I don't look correct, but I would.
That's not the 3 outer we're looking for, so we'll just check fold it.
Look at that. This guy's running pure.
That's awesome. I'm going to lose all my money in this one. So Cav is 0 for 3 or 4 on these blast tournaments, and by his own admission says, don't vote for me, you should vote for the other guys. I totally missed that one. He's cleaned it up 12 to 9. 12 to 6, sorry, so 12 to 6. Fuck. You got nothing. This is just going to be cheese over here.
A little bit run bad, but
We'll call the 1.
some really good
It's
ones
like
in the last.
poker.
But this is not a very good hand. But for 1, look at the odds of this. We close the action out for 11.5. Call it for 1 here.
Can't get the cards to.
And we miss all of it, so we'll just get out of the way. The Knack, welcome in, young sir. Welcome in.
Like this is probably not a bad jam spot with a
Ladies
king,
and
but it's
gentlemen.
Like I keep running into stuff.
Shout out
Get one through here.
the Knack. There you go. Fellow streamer, fellow
Probably behind if they call,
poker player.
or at least close. Okay, we get it through.
Been trying to not look completely ridiculous today, the Knack, but it's not happening. And I just made it worse because I just cracked a beer like just seconds ago. So might as well have another
Yeah,
one,
it's
I
nice
guess.
to get a couple takedowns early. Have a little bit of flop juice for later hands.
We did hit 2 pair here, so
9 off.
We're getting close to the end.
I might have to go all in, but I wanted to make a fairly healthy bet, so it looks like something completely different than what it is. It didn't work, or because we just took it down. It is, right?
I'm a simple man. I have a pair.
What do we have over on this one? Oh yeah, there's one more over here.
So you took down the 250, right?
We gotta grip it and rip it on this other one, I guess.
Three-pointer.
We're all in over here.
Nice 5x.
Grip it and rip it. It's a fairly small
King
stack.
nine to 7.
Stack B stock, and that's good. We took it down.
Didn't get there.
Uh,
The threes don't have to sweat.
Kevjan, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oops, it's on the
predictions
other
are
table here.
big, right?
Kevjan, I don't have too much on this guy. What is my
Everyone that went with me, I'm very sorry.
predictable is what I put down.
And to be honest, like, if you
So now we're again gut shot, straight draw, and backdoor flush draw. These are just shit. This is how you lose a shit ton of cash. Don't get into these things, but what are you gonna do here now? Put yourself in these questionable positions, and this is what happens. Now let's make a shot against the guy. Yeah, kings. Oh, close, close. Better to have. Oh, and I guess that's why I have my note here that says predictable. Oops. What's this one? I'm not going to look shark scope this guy up. I mean, it's a 50-cent tournament. I don't give a shit about that. Should use your cards though. 69% of people voted for Cav versus Eklo. I just assume because Eklo's he likes lots of action. I like Eklo. I like talking to him. I've chatted with him online a bunch of times. In fact, I've invited him to my home, Mrs. Frostmage and I. All right, let's take a quick look at this hand. Oops, is this one? I'm just reviewing this last hand here. I was a small blind, he was a big blind, and that's what happens every.
Alright, good luck. Okay. Nice.
So we'll just keep playing it the same way that we were doing there, and we'll just make it happen. Just make it happen. Alright, so we're going to raise up our pocket fours because there's just lots of action in here. Kev Jan is kind of predictable, so if he had a good hand, he would raise here, right? But poker doesn't do that, so it's what's happening over here? Congrats everyone with the correct prediction. And under the gun. Am I going to call off? No, I'm not going to call that off. Let's get out of the way. It's fine. Of course they have aces. Oh my god, and he hits it. Cav has a ace jack versus aces. It's heads up. It goes all in. It goes running spades. Sun run equals fun run. Alright, and so this makes way more sense, right? You see that? He limped aces under the gun. No, he was wait. Let's back up to no, because I thought he was. Oh, he did limp. Yeah, he did limp aces under the gun. KO Games. Head over to 888 Poker, and you can see it happening there. Just to be clear and fair, that hand that was just there, this is he flops top set, he flops Rivers, Queen high set. So obviously he thinks he's good. It's Alex Geldrudgen. Friend of the stream in there. You know this guy. Aces versus ace 4. Oh, the toaster. This is going to be a monster hand. And he's thinking about it, he's debating, but that's... I put down predictable, but he's had kings twice and he's done that, but he's donked off 80 bigs here. 80 bigs.
Had to check the rabbit for the pay.
For the maximum pay, yeah.
Alright, let's see what we have over in the other one here.
Same thing, didn't call with queen 10.
Yeah, so this is going to be, like, this is a fold, right? 100%. This is the best hand here for sure. I have to hit 5 outs, or I have 5 outs to hit, and I cannot do that. So we'll just get out of the way. This is the best hand. Yeah.
So GG Marauder is a reg according to the chat.
Oh, how do they wall me with queen?
But that's if you trust chat. You never know. They're trolling.
That's never trolls.
Coming down the jazz wire here, so we're gonna close the giveaway. Good luck.
I didn't get my timeline stream. I have
13-7. Got absolutely decimated. Eklo got decimated by a Cavallito Poker. There's someone else in here. Head over to 888 Poker TV. It's a short time now. You're missing it, but
while I try to hit the record.
But they give away a shit ton of tickets, right? That's what it is. They give away a whack ton of tickets. I won a bunch of these tickets off these guys and played in their free rolls and things like that. Got $2.80, which is the Chris Ferguson challenge to go from 0 to 10,000 challenge. He's a pro, or was a pro. He's a pro. Way better than I am. I just want to just play. And then I won two $50 tickets from these guys, and from that from those 2 tickets I won $150. So my thing went my bankroll went from 0, because I haven't made any deposits on there on 888 Poker. Went from 0 to 158, and then I played in a couple of their tournaments, and I won some bounties, and I won some tournaments, and yada yada yada. I'm up to like 167, I think. And then I bought into 2 $16 $50 tournaments and just shit the bed. So I think I'm at like 120 now. So it's still some work, but again, not having any money, like not depositing any money to that account. It's pretty good. I'll take it. Highly recommend it. What is this one over here? Oh yeah, let's check out that.
I got walked with the Cowboys. All right, King 5. Keep the pressure.
13 to 7.
Big fold, they don't do it.
Who else is on? Aaron Barone is on. 888. They do like to raid into their regular peoples. I may hit the.
Allie Howard's won the giveaway.
Oh, I will hit the snooze button. Alex, how are you doing, young sir? Yes, it has been. It certainly helps. It certainly helps. You might be a little bit behind, because I did say, "Hey, it's Alex." He's sitting right beside us. So in chat, amongst friends. Did you have a good hand there? What was it? It was King 9 7. Cavajan to our left here, 7.8 bigs. Put up here. This guy is a little bit fishy, and when you jam it on the turn, I mean, it's. I think you have minimum of a set there. I think he hit 7s or 9s. Could very well have Ace King as well, but either way, I know that my hand is not good enough, and you hopefully you see it here. I think I had Queen 9, but obviously I said I only have 5 outs, and there's no way I'm calling against Alex here. This is awesome. Yeah, it was the last hand. Yeah, so it's King 9 7 with 2 clubs, 7 of diamonds. Yes, I'm still going, young sir. I'm still playing. Thank you for coming in. This is our friend of the stream. This is what we give the blue marker for. Friend of the stream. And if there's other people in there that I play against, Knack, you and I play against each other, right? Every once in a while. I've tried to get on to ACR, and I just cannot. There's some other things that are happening there, and I just can't make it happen. So I do apologize, but we haven't played that way. Played on a ACR, but we'll figure it out. What's this one over here? This is the micro. Oops, not that one. I think my hand is just coming up here. I'm doing well. Haven't played that much poker in a long time. Well, you were ripping up some monster numbers 2 months ago when we last played, last connected. Hopefully everything's okay. I hope you're doing well, and it's work that's keeping you away from your ability to play, family that's keeping you away from your ability to play, and not your health or anything like that. Okay, so, Mateus, rating Mateus. Alright, so we are just going to hang out here for just a minute or two on 888 Poker. Let's help it out. So these guys stream every single day between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock my time, which is Mountain Standard Time. If you're in Europe, some people are, you got to do the conversion yourself. As I was saying, I get a ton of tickets from these guys, and I'm working on the Chris Ferguson bankroll second time, so on a second website. All right, so this one just started here. this mystery bounty thing. It costs $1 to get into it. Just using the money that they gave me, right? That I won. And I'm already in day 2. So I've moneyed already. Let's see, I put $4, I think, total into this 2 tournaments. In 2 tournaments, it was $1 buy-in. So I bought in, rebought once, twice. So for $4, and I'm up $27 off of this tournament by just making it into the money of day 2. Well, just making it into day 2, you're in the money.
You really like wearing
That's
that
good.
thing?
Get King? Yeah.
Man, I think it looks great.
So that's exactly what I was trying to say, right? That's a good read on someone's part. Specifically mine. I mean, it's.
Is the best way to get investment advice over the phone?
That's for me. Jerry
I mean, I
doesn't
just
know
can't
that.
beat anything there. I would have to hit. As it turns out, I would have to hit. I thought 5 times. Like I have 5 outs to hit, and no, that's not gonna be good enough. This is just way too good. Just get out of the way. And the fact that the ace then comes on the turn. Oh, sorry. Is this one here? Right? When the ace comes on the turn, and then you jam it in there, I'm like, yeah, there's no way that's this type of a hand. This is a set of some sort. I would not have thought the kings here, but more the 7s or the 8s. Was that what it was? Or 7s and the 9s? 7s and the 9s. But yay, cool. We are on a 2-minute delay. Yeah, I think we're on a 2-minute delay. So chat it up, and it'll be just a little bit behind. I did crack my first beer, about halfway through. Goes well with my glass of Wota. There's just water in here. Anyway, what do we have over here? We're going to turn this one off, I think. We don't have anything on this one. Alex, oh, this is what we want to do, is listen to... And then we're going to give it a shout out here as well. Let's give another one. It's... Ace 9 7. That's just a fold. Queen 7 off is a fold. Let's move this up here a little bit so you can see it. This is another streamer that I follow. They play music, so we got them in the background as well. This is one we would jam in here maybe. Lucky Larson and Kev Jam. Oh, let's get out of the way of that one. So sometimes people do play no delay, and the way that they get around that, they do that is they have a card cover that they put over. I don't like to do that. I don't like to play that. I think part of the experience is to share what you're going through and then talk about the plays that you're having, your thought process. There's no shot if you do or you don't, right? It's just a personal preference. This happens to be mine. I will be jamming this, right? It's unlikely that these two guys would have 5-6. It's possible they have a draw. 5-6. That, not folding. So just chunk it all in there. So what else we got on here? I've been trying to stream a little bit more, and I try to stream it like 3 times a week. This week was rough. I avoided 5 there. So there's Kev Jam with our giving it all up. King Jack's a pretty crap hand. So when in doubt with a crap hand, just raise it up and see what happens, right? any sort of pushback. This is just a raise fold type hand. What do we have over here? We have King 10. It's a pretty quick call here, so we're just going to check it back. That's a pretty quick call. That's a good card for us, so we'll make a bet on this one. No, he makes a bet, so we'll just get out of the way then. Alex is saying that his mom moved into a nursing home and that took up a lot of your time. Yes. Still alive, still with you, still participating, and it's difficult, right? Because there's a lot of transition, and the fact that our parents need to move into homes, assisted living, is difficult sometimes, right? Getting lots of transition and things like that. Mrs. Frostmage, a friend of ours, her mom passed away last year. Yeah, this was an easy. King Jack, that was an easy fold here. This was a Ace Queen. Right, catfish up here. Cat not fish had Ace Queen, and this is King. And the Nikki had King 8. Flops the flush, flops the ace high flush. Flops the flush. Sorry, flops the flush here. Flops the ace high flush. 99 out of 1, 2. And then turns a higher flush. Let's take a look at that action again. So why is this important? So I raise pre-flop here, fold around. There's a call and a call here. You see this flop? Okay, let's hit the pause here real quick. Okay, so the action goes, it just checks around on that flop, right? I guess I'm all in over here. Just avoiding a 6 out, so we guess we're going to get a full double up off of this. So thank you, Xronic. Small, low chip stack, so we got to pump that in there. Give me 1 second here. Just going to update this one. 162 people in this tournament. And in the rebuy period, 99 of 102. Okay, let's come back to this other one here, because we're still talking about this hand. He's got ace high flush draw. He flops a king high flush draw. I raise pre-flop. So these guys are both out of position. I advocate for the very best thing to do, almost always, is just to play your hand face up, right? Just play it like exactly the way it is. It looks like you have a flush, then bet your flush. It looks like you have the straight, bet the straight. It's this sneaky play that just is going to get you into trouble, right? So this here, he's got the ace high flush draw. This guy is never folding, like ever, right? If this guy goes all in, this guy is still going to call here because he has the ace high flush draw. So now you have the ace high flush draw, and he checks because he's on the draw. He has it because he knows that I'm behind. He's hoping that because he has a king, he's hoping that I have the ace. And then I'm going to like pocket aces with the ace high flush draw, which I would lead at, but he's going to check raise. And then the turn card is exactly the card that I'm talking about, the spade. This guy has his king high. This guy hits his king high. The button's over here, by the way. Right? So now this guy still doesn't bet anything. He's got the nut flush draw and hits it. It turns out he's got the third best hand. But, I mean, we're not straight flush draws aside. And then this guy has a king high flush draw. But doesn't he have like a king 8? So he's still, yeah, he's still on flush draw. Excuse me. Just bet your hand. Why doesn't this guy lead out when it goes check? The board's not paired. He has the nuts. This guy's never folding, ever. He can jam it, and this guy's going to call. I don't know. Again, I do think that the very best thing to do is to just bet your hand. You're usually the better, going to be so far ahead of everyone else. So that means just less bluffing, right? Just bet your hand. What do we have over here? Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, it was it. Ace high. Ace high, probably should have bet that. What do we got over here? All right, anyway, so Alex, as you were saying, you took care, your mom moved into home, took up a lot of your time. Yeah, hopefully she's doing well. The end of the takeaway, that's it. I hope she's doing well and she's comfortable. And again, nursing homes just means that they have needs that we cannot take care of because of training and the rest of it. So I feel for you. My friend, her mom passed away last year, which was a bit rough. And then this year, her dad had to go into home. It was at home and then it went into hospice. Hospice is just easy transitioning from this life into the next one, as it were. And it was rough. He was out there for 3 weeks and he's like, can I go home now? Because he's starting to suffer from dementia and things like that. And, okay, it's fun. Yeah, I got it. Can I go home now? And that was the heartbreaking piece. So Mrs. Frostmage and I would go out and visit every Thursday night. We would go have dinner out there, bring dinner out, and order dinner in, etc., etc. Yeah. And then this cough that I have, it's about 5 weeks ago that I got it. And so Mrs. Frostmage and I were both super, super sick. We could not go out. And so we missed our opportunity to go out to see him on his last week, and he passed away that week. That was rough. Yeah. That doesn't make me feel good. But all right, let's move something a little more upbeat, a little bit more. You read Fedor Holtz's book at the same time? I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that he had a book. Fedor Holtz is a young uppercomer. I want to say that, but he's been around for several years at this point. He's won a shit ton of cash. I thought he had retired. Oh yeah, so he in July 2016 he won his first WSOP bracelet in the 100. He won it for $5 million. That's it. Focuses on high tournaments. I thought it said that he had retired here somewhere along the way. Let's find out. It's not a Fedor Holtz book recommendation. It's actually his book, right? Does anyone have a PDF of this book? Yoga of Poker? Oh no, that's not it. That's Andrew Lichtenberger. That's a different guy. Oh, not a PDF. Book Club. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That's a Fedor Holtz book club. Mormon. One Fedor Holtz book recommendation. Instagram. Let's see what his Instagram says. Maybe it's on here. Oh, there it is. Pushing his book. 194 weeks. No, the Boy, the Mole, the Mox, the Fox, and something else. That doesn't look like the right one. This is his. Oh, he's 30 years old, so he's a young guy. This looks like his girlfriend, or probably his girlfriend. He's not married, right? All right. Annalena Waller. Okay. I can't find his book there. If you happen to have it, that'd be great. I should have stepped over there and got a sandwich or something while I was up. I don't know. If it's a good book, then if you obviously you're recommending it because you're reading it, I suggest you go check it out. I will continue to track down Fedor Holz's book and see if I can get it. In the meantime, I have 3 books at my desk right here. This one specifically is about, oops, put the right one up here. This one is specifically about Alec Torelli. Now, I refer to him lots about hand reading and things like that because it refers to. He talks about this funnel, so you can go look on YouTube and he talks about this on Conscious Poker. In the funnel system. So as you start your 1,326 hands and you move down in streets, the type of cards that they should be having becomes more limited. And so it's less likely that they have these hands over and over and over again, right? So this hand specifically, how many aces, kings, ace kings would I have in my hand here, right? Not a whole lot. Because I checked on the turn. Like I checked on the flop, right? So this is taking a shot, and this has to be a king here. And this probably has a weak king. Let's see what happens here, right? He's just taking a shot here, so let's see what happens. Right? Well, maybe I had it backwards. Yeah, I had it backwards. I didn't quite get to it, but I mean, there had to be a king there, and I didn't have it, obviously, because if you fight to take the lead, one shot, one kill. I said this to him the other day, probably a couple 3 weeks at this point. The Knack, you know who I'm talking about. You fought to take the lead. You have to have a good reason to give it up, right? So if you take the lead, you should continue taking the lead. You have to have a good reason to give it up. I fought to take the lead there. I thought my hand was best. Turns out my hand actually was best. But then something happened there. It changed slightly that I didn't. I can't give that up anymore. Right? I can't continue to hold the lead because my hand doesn't play well with the way that it was. So just get out of the way. And then when he makes a bet, you can then just get out of the way. Does that make sense? This is the same sort of thing over here, right? He raised a 3. I called. The flop comes. He's gotta have a big hand here. Yeah, right? It is what it is, and it plays itself out. And I never feel bad about this shit. But he has to hit, and I don't. Right? Raising out of position is never a good idea. You gotta have to have a good hand for it. Anyway, back to this one here, right? So this is the same thing. I had it backwards. I actually thought this was the king. I thought this was the 9. Either way, I can't beat either one of those 2 hands, so you just get out of the way. This is a good candidate to take the lead because you're in position. And position is everything. Over here, this is not a very good hand, but this is also the site that you're on, so you have to call a little bit wider. This is just a fold, give it up. Your mom, because we're talking about Alex's mom. She feels better there because she has people around her. That's good. That's good. And I assume the next one, yes, is very interesting. You're talking about his book. Any chance you can type in the title of the book? As I said, I'm not looking for it now, but I will continue to look. Recommended by Brooke Henderling, Fedor Holz, book review. Speech at Web Summit. Before you read the brothers Karamazov by Fedor Dostoevsky. I totally butchered that name, I'm sure, but That's he wrote the biggest book, War and Peace. I think it's like that thick. I cannot find that book. Anyway, Alec Torelli, teach you about hand reading, that funnel. Go check his YouTube and he'll talk a little bit about it. But once you go down the funnel, you can't all of a sudden just jump back to some random hand back here. It just doesn't make any sense. This is how you call people's bluffs all the time. Didn't make sense that they would do this, so they would have this, and then you can call. Playing in a cash game in a book of brick and mortar here, and the guy calls down with 4 overcards. Yeah, I think he hits a pair of 3s on the river or something like that. And maybe he has pair of pocket 3s and there's 5 overcards. And he calls it down, and then the whole table freaks out like, oh my god, how do you do that? It's because I put him on the flush draw. I had 5 overcards. How can you not call that? But it's the same sort of thing, right? This thing here. The second book I have is Caro's Book of Poker Tells. I read this book every year. Someone asked me about it the other day. But yeah, I read it every year. And even though the things are a little bit I heard Doug Polk say you shouldn't read these books because they're old and out of date and have nothing of value. That's absolutely incorrect. The oldest book I've ever read is 23 or 2400 years old. And I learned lots about it, and they teach that at university. So suggesting that universities are teaching things that are antiquated and offer no value is incorrect for sure. And then this one for sure I refer to as well. Page 23 in this one, by the way. Page 23. There it is. As it turns out, right to it. Table of Misery. He's just talking about... what's going on here? He's talking about the odds of various hands coming in. And by his own admission, I can read. It's so good, I will read it then. Convince me to do it. While this chart is deliberately elementary and ignores many concepts critical to professional hold'em, it nonetheless illustrates a profound truth. So, as I've said several times, pocket 9s used to be my minimum jamming range. I've since tightened that up and made it up to jacks. And the reason being is because when you look at 9s and jacks, according to Caro, 9s with pocket 9s, 69.3% of the time there's going to be an overcard. With jacks, it's 46.97. So with pocket jacks, you're just above a statistical favorite, right? It's 50-50, just above it, where 9s used to be the push. So just by that one little thing in and of itself, you're going to beat this game. If you just do nothing but that. But you're going to see people jam their ace-king, and ace-queen. You're going to see people do all sorts of crazy-ass shit with crap cards all the time. But and this is under pre-flop concepts, page 23. Okay? These are the three books I have right here. It's not giving it up. Not doing it. So let's think about this. When this guy had the flush, and he's had the flush twice, what hand does he have here? Does he ever have a flush that he's jamming? This is exactly the same sort of thing we're talking about over here as well. He's jamming on this, right? He jammed into me. I raised to 2 bigs, which is a standard, and he jams 100 bigs. Sorry, 15 bigs. It's because I have less than that. He jammed 100 bigs into mine, and I called it off. Right? And then on the turn, now he's drawing, instead of having 3 outs to hit, because he can only hit the 3 9s. This is what we talked about before. His ace 9 versus my ace jack. We both have the ace, so it's his 9 versus my jack. I should win the majority of the time. And then when the turn comes like that, he no longer has 3 outs. He only has 2 outs. This is it. You just rip into this over and over and over again. And that's it. Come up with a winning process. You know what a winning process is? Get another one of these. Right back. Had to get some water. Had to get a beer. Knack, how's your World of Warcraft journey going? I did run a heroic raid earlier on today. Did finish 3, or we ran normal first. Today will be the last. This will be the last week of normal. Fazgaz has jazz. I wonder if I have. I can put that in there. Faz Jazz has jazz. That's him. Oops. Faz Jazz has jazz. Oh. Well, this is a pretty good flop, right? This is a pretty good flop. So again, just play it out. Like, just play your hand face up. Right? And they're still going to call. So raise, re-raise, and they just called. He should probably jam at this point, right? And now I'm just going to go broke. But it just is what it is. I mean, if these guys happen to have a flush, then it is what it is. Right? I need to rebuy. But they're on the draw, and I'm not. So they both have to have it. And it turns out they both have a draw. Right? They both have the King 9. So this guy's never folding for all the rice in China. And the other guy has the 7 high. He's not going to fold that in. So just play it. Just play your hand face up. Just let it rip. Get it in there. If I jammed, does that guy fold? This where did it go? As I said, if I had jammed here 30 bigs, is this guy ever folding his flush draw? No. Right? He probably should, but he's not folding his draw there, which is kind of where I'm going with this. If they're not going to, if you wouldn't fold it, why do you expect them to fold it? That was one of the things I said to One Shot, One Kill. He's under the gun, and he raised his ace-4 suited, I think. And then, as I said to him, if you were on the button or the cutoff and you had ace-king, would you fold your ace-king? And One Shot says, no way. I said, then what is it you're looking to do here with your ace-4? Ace-king versus ace-4. You both have the ace, so that doesn't count. So now you have the king versus the 4. Is that really what you're trying to say here? The guy went, makes sense. So it is what it is. Right? So when this hand comes up with the my ace jack versus his ace 9, he doesn't have that. He wouldn't do that with this type of hand. So it is what it is. Excuse me. Oh man, I'm not gonna make it 30 minutes. I'm all in over here, and I jammed on the turn. I got called here and called here. That's a very fortuitous river, but not so much because I'm. Oops. It was that one. So it's Jack 6 versus Jack 10. I jammed on the turn, and this guy did have Jack 10, right? So again, worst hand gets there. This is what it is. I think I'm out in 50th place in that tournament. No, 52nd. Let's get it in there. 50th. It's 84 in this one. It's 164 in this one. I'm in for 2 buy-ins now. All right, let's get another table in. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Alex is saying, so we're just talking about Fedor Holt's, his book. It's not like you can just buy it in the store. There are many reports that he has written for poker sites. They were all put together as one PDF file. Okay, so when I Googled this and I went looking it up, it did say exactly that. That can you buy this PDF or can you get this as a PDF? Yeah. All right, I'll be back in 1 second here. Right back. Alright, I'm back. As an FYI, only once in my life have I ever folded pocket aces or pocket queens. Sorry, pocket aces or pocket kings pre-flop. It's when I went up to go do something else and I came back and I was sitting out and I got pocket aces, pocket kings. So I folded pocket aces once and I folded pocket kings once. But knowingly, never done it. Not doing it now. Here's biggers. Oh my god, that's a one-outer. Look at that. One-outer. Oh, snap. Schnikey. What do we have over here? I think about these ones. Let's come up with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm in for 6 tournaments today. This is an easy fold here. Oh yeah. Aces versus ace king. That's a good fold, right? You know, it's just an easy. Geldrigen goes to 3 bigs and then goes to 9 and then it's a call. So it's raise. It's just an easy fold. Get out of the way, right? Oh, I'm back here. What's happening? What's this one over here? This is A7. We can't do that. We're not going to call that. Getting short time now. I will go try and find that book, that Federholz's PDF. Does say that here. We're gonna grip it and rip it here. What else can we do? Just grip and rip it. PDF. Federholz PDF download. Poker course comprehensive program designed to help aspiring. Poker code $50. All right, so this is a good one. 7s versus ace 3. We got a full double up over there, so we like that. Yeah, we like that for sure. And so ace 3 kind of looks good, right? But what hands would you normally do this with? Uh-oh. I think I knocked out pocket aces there. Yeah, I think I did. I think I got all that guy's chips. So this is let's come back to this one. This is exactly the question I was just saying. If you were in this position, what hands would you raise? Would you jam here with ace king, ace queen? Like, is that reasonable? Yeah. Then why do you think that calling your ace 3 is going to cut it? I just talked about this twice, right? This is a one shot, one kill. Right? You're under the gun and you raise your ace king. If you're on the back here, are you ever folding ace king, ace queen here? Probably not. So now you have your aces, right? This is now the fact that it comes up this way, now it's flip side because now it's pocket pair. That's not aces. So now the guy still only has 3 outs. Right? Because hitting a 3 isn't going to win. He has to hit the ace. If I have ace king and he has ace 4, he can only hit the 3 4s. Right? Same. So this is just rip these things over and over and over again. I rarely lose the kicker battle. Because I don't play shit like that. I open fold that stuff all the time. Who cares? And and I've shared this story a couple times as well. I will continue to do so. We're playing in actually a limit game. I'm in C3 and he's C4 of a 10-handed table. And life continues on, and the table goes wild and crazy here. I'm like, okay, I got to step out here. I guess this can't handle that. He says, "Yep, me as well." So I show him my hand. He shows me his hand. We just start laughing because we have the exact same hand. It's not like we're talking to each other or kicking each other or doing any of the other shit. Like, I can't play this. This is the same thing. And so I fold it. He folds it. And we show each other. And we're like, that's awesome. What is he going to do there? Right? And we both have the same ace crap hand. Turns out we would not have won. And so we save ourselves a shit ton of cash because we don't play those cheesy hands. We really just want to see, like, any heart at this point, because we're drawing to the second nut, right? This is the same conversation I just had before. 5 people, I probably should just lead here for 1 bet, but we really want to see like the 10 of hearts here. But with 2 overcards and 4 other people, you can't lead on this. If it was the other side, right? If we had King Queen or Ace King, and it was these 2 hearts, and we got shot to the 10, I would lead off on that because we have overcards to hit. Now we can't do that. We have 9 hearts to hit, 10, 11. 11 for the two jacks. We don't really want to see a 10, or sorry, see a 9. So we have 11 outs on this. So we're about 25% equity-ish. Alex says, oh, you're talking about Fader Holt. So you just had the book sent to you. So we're just going to lead off this one. So now we hit, and now you just bet it accordingly. And we actually overbet it 108%, as it turns out, because that's what the setup is. And then they go, oh, that makes sense. Right? That's it. You overbet the pot, and you just, oh, that, but he should be folding that. That kind of makes sense, right? He's got ace 10, then he makes an error. He's got 9, 10, he makes an error. Right? What hands do you think people are calling with? Funnel. Calls with king 7 offsuit. So on the flop, he's got the best hand. Pre-flop, he's got the best hand. And what, the very best play you can come up with? Check. You just have to play that much better than they do, and you win. I don't know if this is the same one. Are you looking? Okay. Are you looking to take your poker game the next? What's the name of the book? This is PokerCode.com, created by Fader Holtz and Matthias Einbinger. I don't think that's they're the same one. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. Poker Code founder Fader Holtz had to say when discussing poker books. Inspired study group 2+2 forum. That's a really good forum as well. It's been a while since I've been on theirs, but I highly recommend it. 2+2 is quite a leader in poker materials. I've been thinking, what is this? October 2018. This is whenever this post is, and there's a response to it. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, inspired by Holtz and his crew, who claimed that having a supportive group of which to discuss all things poker was essential to their success. I absolutely agree with that. I think that's exactly correct. You should surround yourself that are passionate about poker, no matter what their level is, no matter what your level is, because it goes both ways, right? Every opportunity is a learning opportunity. So, and then, all right, well, hold that thought. Get another book.
Wait, Cheetah, do you see the things that he says about me all the time?
So the reason why I think Doug Polk is incorrect on his thought, on his claim that reading books that are 10, 20, 30 years old are antiquated and out of touch is because of this book. Right? This one here. Plato, The Republic. Right? So this book is super old. don't even know when. So Plato lived in 427, 347 BC. That's old. This is 80. No, it's less than that. He's 60 years old or something like that. Yeah, so rip it in there because that didn't make any sense. Back to what I just said there. That doesn't make any sense. So he's 60 years old. Plato is 60 years old. So written 350 BC. 350 BC is 2,300 years old. That's close to one of the oldest books I've ever read. Anyway, you can Google this, right? It's called the cave analogy. You can Google that. And for me, basically the takeaway is that you need to speak to people in a way or in a language that they understand, not in a way or a language that you understand, because you already got it. Okay? So when you surround, as this guy is saying, when you surround yourself with poker people that are passionate about it, their lack of understanding forces you to become a better poker player, because you can't speak at a high level so that they get it, right? Andrew Nemi is a poker pro in Las Vegas. He took the storm poker vlogging a couple years back. He was filming his 1-2, 1-3, 2-5 trek for a year and a half or so, 15, 18 months, something like that. It was super, super awesome. It was great. Unfortunately, his game elevated. And not unfortunate, that's not the right thing. I'm glad his game elevated. But his stream went further than what the masses were. So, and you hear this a bunch of times, talking this high-level strategy of these poker pros at the nosebleed levels doesn't work for the majority of people. Because you can't, as we keep showing here over and over and over again, just play your hand face up. Players, by and large, at low levels, play so poorly, you should not be looking to bluff. You should not be looking to run elaborate schemes and trappies and all these other shit that goes with that. Just don't need to do that. Just get out of the way. Just play a straightforward hand. Once you start getting down to like the final two tables, the final table, then maybe elevate your game and do some other stuff, because you got rid of all the chafe. You separated the wheat from the chafe. That's the kicker. Speak to people in a language that they understand, not the language that you understand. Forces you to improve your game. And if you are playing, if you surround yourself with better poker players, same thing, right? Now you're at the bottom side and they have to lower theirs and raise you up. I play a lot of World of Warcraft. The Knack plays a bunch of World of Warcraft here as well. This is a fold, by the way. It's raise all in. It's just to get out of the way. We're going to trust that that's a better hand, but we're not going to gamble a third of our stack on that. See, and he says, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, we're not going to give that up. So World of Warcraft. So I've been in several different guilds. I'm sure Knack has as well. But I've said the same sort of thing to these guys. There's 3 levels of running, of rating, of doing whatever it is you're doing here. And you just have to identify which one it is that you want to run and have something that offers to all 3 of those levels. Because if you don't offer something to all 3 of those levels and you only do the top end, you're only going to get people that are way down here and you're trying to bring them up. That doesn't work for anyone, right? If you're at the bottom level, you're never going to attract the top level. And if you're at the top level, you're never going to get other people to do that. And in fact, you ostracize and isolate those peoples. Right? Because where else are they going to go? Ooh, look at that. He couldn't help himself. Gets trapped in on the turn. He's got King 10, but I hit my flush. So he's drawing super, super thin. I have King Queen. He has King 10. 10 on the turn, traps him with his 10, but there's a flush on board. He just, I bet pot and pot twice. And he paid it off. Gives me a full double up. Wow. Alex, what do you think about that play? You're going to be about 2 minutes behind here, but what do you think about that? That's a good play, right? Come on, Alex, say yes. How do we get better? How do we improve? How do we think about? My coach has taught me a lot about poker. And so almost everything I know I've learned about poker is from him. But at this point in my career, I think my game has surpassed his game. And that's a good thing. Right? I think he'll say the same thing as I'm saying. He went down and played the WSOP in Vegas last year and before COVID, and we talked a little bit about what that looks like. Excuse me. 1 second here. So he likes to do different things, and I say, okay, so how many tournaments have you played from last year, or the last time you played, which was 2018, to this year? He says none. So in 5 years, you've played 0 tournaments to the WSOP. I said, yep. Okay. So he's a night owl. Who cares? Pay attention to this, buddy. He's a night owl. He goes to bed 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Said, so you knew you were doing this, and you have to play poker from 10 o'clock in the morning until midnight, I think. 14-hour days. What have you done to prepare for this? Nothing. Okay, so what have you done about this, and then I just listed some of these things off. So I've run a couple different races. Here's my first number. Here's my second number. Oops. Here's my third number. I've run some distance races. Ran a 5K. Oops. What did I run here? Oh yeah, this was the first one I ran. This was just my Mrs. Frostmage's nephew, his girlfriend, said, "Hey, why don't you run this race with us? And we're raising funds." Okay, it's 5K. How much training do I need? Bubkiss. I said, okay, I'll run your 5K with you. Sure. And I got it finished. Not very good time, but I got it done. Oh my god. Did you guys just see that? Shut the front door. Oh my god, that's disgusting. There's a first position. This is what I was just talking about. Do this. I have the nuts here, right? It goes. There's no bets. It goes runner, runner, and I have Broadway. So I bet just the pot's 7. I bet 8. This guy called 8. This guy jams. I just rejam. Why not? This guy folds out, and this guy calls it. He has 10 or king 3. What the fuck? He doesn't even have a flush or a straight. This guy at least showed the under. He had a 9. What? Oh my god. Anyway, so the race. When you're running a marathon, when you're running a 10K, you don't just wake up and decide to go run it. Contrary to what our friends at I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson, runs the New York Marathon. Like, what? It's hard? People will get it done, it's just not very fast. Same thing, right? But you have to do, poker's like that as well. You have to train yourself. You have to do other things. You have to prepare yourself. To put it into a race car analogy, right? Because I know some people know race cars like NASCAR or Formula 1. I think it's NASCAR. Right? You don't just wake up and say, hey, I'm going to do that. Maybe you could, but there's a long ways to go to get in there, right? So you have to do some other things and prepare yourself, get ready, and all the rest of it. That's it. Who cares? Did you go do some tournaments? Even playing online that are for real money, not for fake money. Real money. Why is that important? Because people don't give a shit. It costs them nothing. There's no risk. They just chunk it in there. They're stuck. What's this one over here? 23 out of 49. Let's focus up a little bit on this one. 20 going to make the money. That wasn't well played, but you won the hand. Well played on my part? What would you change? What didn't you like about that one? This is the King-Queen hand, right? So King-Queen, I think, is a drawing hand to begin with. What is the play here? We're just reviewing this King-Queen hand that we had up. I'm in the big blind. 3,000, 6,000 are the blind levels. All right, so the button calls the 6,000. The small blind calls the 6,000. And now I'm out of position. What hand am I raising there? Right? Woody's got to have an ace there, so let's get out of the way. What hand could I raise there? So now I only have 6 outs to hit. I have the 3 kings and I have the 3 queens. So I can make 2 shots at it, but with a smaller stack, I'm not sure that that's a good play. So you can just call and fold, right? If you whiff it. So I do that, I just call. So the flop is now 8-8-4. How many eights does either one of these two guys have in their hand? Specifically, it should be, because the button's here, small blind, big blind. This should be the 8. This shouldn't be the 8. But we know, and as we've seen, people play ace-8 all the time. Right? They think it's a good hand, but it's not a good hand. Right? And because this flop is 8-8-4, now we're confirmation bias. We're saying this hand specifically. So I don't know if that's a good hand right there. As it turns out, it goes checks all the way around. Oh yeah, and then the turn. So there's 23,000 in the middle, 23.25 in the middle. The turn card is the 10 of clubs, giving me the king high flush. This guy then calls. All right, so I bet pot, and then Nikki here calls pot, and then this guy then folds. So the question is, how many 8s does this guy have? Right, the only hand that calls you is the one that beats you. Right, that's the adage. What hand? How many 8s are in this guy's range? 8-9 is right in there. 8-7, 8-9. That could be a thing, right? So he can only have 7-8 of hearts, 7-8s of diamonds. So he's looking for the board to pair, which I can still beat, right? I can beat, yeah, I can beat that. This guy already folded, so again, what hand does he have here? Pocket 4s, pocket 10s? He doesn't have pocket 4s maybe, but the fact there's a 4 in there is going to lessen that. Pocket 10s, there's no way this guy has pocket 10s. Pocket 10s on the button. You're just calling pocket 10s on the button with that? No, you're going to raise the 2.23 to 3 bigs to ISO here. This is the ace 4 versus the ace king hand all over again. If you had pocket kings, would you just call pocket kings here? Oh, that doesn't make sense. Right? So here's that funnel thing that Torelli is talking about. Right? The funnel, that doesn't make sense. So, and then I jam it on the river when it's a 3. It's got 5-6 of clubs. And for a gut shot straight flush try. People do that all the time. Don't get stuck into that. We talked to One Shot. He had the flush draw, gut shot straight flush draw on the flop. And I said this to him. I mean, you don't want to see any more cards here. You don't want to see any more clubs. There's only one club you want to see, and that's the one that gives you the gut shot. It turns out the gut shot does hit. Okay, well, now it's something else there, but what is it you want there? I don't know. Anyway, he flops a straight, hits the straight flush on the turn. I mean, all the chips are in there, I think. Not because he bet, because I think he checked, raised him maybe. Yeah. And then the King 10. This he should raise on this position because he's the button. Button, small blind, big blind. He's got position. He should raise there. He's not going to lose me with a King Queen here, but he could make another bet with that 8-8-4. But he's doing the same thing now. It's what is Bart Hansen, Crush Live Poker call it? Fifth Street Chicken. I mean, I just played my hand face up. Not trying to be sneaky, not trying to be anything other than exactly the way it is. Until we get down to final two tables or final table, there's no reason to do this. I'm just going to bet it out. Play it face up. Alright, I'm still looking for this Fedor Holtz thing. Claim to have a supportive group to which discuss all things poker is essential to their success. Yes, I agree with that. You should do that. Surround yourself with good people. May not be on the same. This may not quite be on the same level, but it's definitely starting. We'll see how it goes. I think that's correct. You got to start somewhere. I'm starting a Skype group. Yikes. To discuss all things strategy, psychology, and to offer general support to one another. The requirements for participating are to be MTT focused. Have some understanding of GTO. That's probably incorrect. You probably don't need to have GTO. Just start first off. And if you're just starting off, people don't even know what GTO is. And so let's come back to this hand that we just talked about here. You think that this is GTO with the King 10? Yeah, the 10 hit here, but I bet pot twice. Pot and then all in. Right? There's people, and you hear this all the time, you should almost always give up on the river when someone jams like that. And the reason being is because they just don't have enough bluffs in their range to do that. Right? Yeah. Say that again. That's so important to say that again. People just don't have enough bluffs in their range on the river. It takes us, and so I had this other hand earlier on where I folded this guy that was over here. It wasn't him, but whoever it was, because he let out all three streets. It takes a really strong player to run a stone cold bluff from start to finish on all three streets, right? That doesn't usually happen like that, so no, it's easy to get out of the way that way. Okay, so what's this one again? Again, have some understanding of GTO and solvers. Okay, fine, but to play mid-high stakes or be very serious low stakes player, have the shared intention of getting as good as possible in no limit MFTs. ROI is irrelevant, providing you have the desire to improve and participate on a return level. There's some sort of I'm not sure that that's correct either. ROI is important. In this group here, do I have the right one on? Yeah, I do have the right one on. In this group here, I have a guy that has played less than 30,000. I think he's played 26 or 27,000 tournaments. He's down $60,000. You think that guy's got any effort about improving his game or put any effort into improving his game? ROI is irrelevant. That guy just has a lot of money. He doesn't want to get better. And as Who Cares texted me somewhere along the way, he says, you think at some point in time that guy should have gotten better? No, God, I hope not. I don't want him to get better. He's going to give some of that $60,000 away to me. I shark scoped him like in August maybe, so 3 months ago, 4 months ago. No, three months ago. And he's lost more than $4,000. So he's losing more than $1,000 a month. And this isn't over 10 years. This is in the last 2 years. He lost 35,000 or something, 40,000 the first year. And this is, so 18 months he's lost $40,000, $50,000. Crazy. Providing you have the desire to improve and participate at a return level. Good players can run badly, should be poorly. Bad players can improve very quickly after discovering and plugging their leaks. Yes, that is correct. But again, you have to speak to them in a level that they understand, on a level that you understand. So far, we have 3 participants who match all the requirements. I'm looking for maybe 2 or 3 more. What I can personally offer, what I can offer personally, is an array of study content that is for the purpose of a high cost, which I will share intermittently as the discussion progresses. I can also offer you a group of people who are going in a very similar direction, which will be difficult to find for free anyways. That's an ad, as it turns out. Yeah, that's an ad. And there's nothing wrong with ads as well. Okay? Ads happen. Let's keep going here. Just keep ripping it up as best as we can. Couple more hands here. I have to make dinner for Mrs. Frostmage in about 30 minutes. At least prep it. 30 minutes. Do we have any more tables going on? No, we just have the 2 tables up right now. Daily Satellite. We don't want to play that one. 8 max? This is Frostmage get mad if I enter another tournament, right? Or she's going to get mad if I enter another tournament. Because that means their dinner's not going to be ready. Don't tell her. Shh. Okay. What's this one over here? Give me 1 second while I just look this stuff up. 8 max, here it is. Because I'm entering in another tournament. King 7 hits the 7 on the river, bets the 2. Even though there's a flush and a straight on board, the guy still leads out. Oh, that's awesome. Oops. We have a 3rd table. I'm going to get to it in just 1 second. It's the 8. It's this one. So there should be 3 tables up there now. Okay? Specifically this one, small blind. So websites are important. There's only 2. This one here. Oh, let's get out of the way. I got none of this. I mean, there's a straight on board now, but Alex, there was a straight there. Yeah, it would have went runner straight. Unless you have a flush there, it's gonna be tough to get rid of me. This one here, pocket king. So the typical raise is just 2 here. So I'll raise just slightly less than that, or slightly more than that, but not by much. Pocket kings. They're going to be calling wide with all sorts of crap, so it is what it is. This is an all-in type hand, right? So there's no reason to raise here because he's going to put all of his stack in or none of it. Right? Because this bet was half of this. He's going to decide he's going to raise, play for all of it, or he's going to play for none of it. In this case, he's going to play for none of it. That's just the way it goes. Right? So raise, there's no need to raise here. You can just call pretty confidently that this guy is not going to do that. And if he does, who cares? Right? You're not folding your pocket kings here. Daniel Negreanu has folded pocket kings 4 times pre-flop. Twice he was shown a bluff, twice he was shown the goods. And so who cares now? We talk a little bit about this, and like, if that guy, the very best on the planet, is 50-50, maybe we should ease up on ourselves a little bit. Think about that. What is over here? I've got, oops. Got some read on this guy, so let's take a quick look. I'll get out of the way of this one. I'm just going to fold this one. My read is something different than that, but that's, I think folding is the right play there. I played against this guy tons, and he sits out on the final table. He was just trying to money up, I think. We're getting short stacked over here, so probably should not have called this off, actually. I raised to 2 bigs, because that's kind of the standard thing, but I mean, 6.7 is going to go all in.
Come on, baby, and drop it. Scrub the flow and just mop it. Show these gangsters how you pop lock it. Don't care what you got in your pocket. I beat the way that you rock it with that thing. Girl, stop it. Wanna just bang, bang, and pop it. While the club crowd are just watching. Work it.
Just one bad time, one bad time.
And it's going fast, 'cause I feel like a superstar. And you may not have it, you might have just broke the law. It's your turn to grab it. Now make
It's all or nothing, right? Because he's put so much in there. That's absolutely crazy. Good for that guy. I like it. Where? Oh, I missed something here. I'm missing the background. Hey, just a huge shout out to Alex and the Knack. Thanks, guys, for being here, guys. Could have done a bunch of stuff with your time. Chose to hang out here and chat with me, so thank you, thank you. Got distracted there, so let's come over to this table here. Right. We're open-ended here with a flush on board. We're not going to bet too hard here, I don't think. This guy never has a 3. I think he's got to be ahead of an 8, right? He can't call, so let's get out of the way. Yeah, Queen 6. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Ooh. This one here. He's got Queen 6. That didn't make any sense. Funnel thing, right? Funnel conversation. That didn't make any sense at all. But I can't beat 8 high, so let's get out of the way. We are over here, and we take down this pot with Ace 10. This one could be tough. And does this have here? Let's see what Nicky Larson does. Geldrigen, 41. What sort of hand would this be to just call it under the gun like this? I'm not gonna lie, I think this is actually a fold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fold this. In fact, I am going to fold this. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, 3 of us all look right away. So I do hit the ace on the turn, but I'm fairly sure that my hand is not going to be good enough. So this is how you elevate your game as well, right? And I think if you go look at videos or whatever else that Phil Hellmuth has put out in, let's say, the last 6-7 years, he talks about what he calls white magic. I think that's it. Right? It doesn't make sense that you would have these type of hands to do that with, so it's better to get out of the way. Right? He's got 12 bigs, and he puts in 18% of his stack. So 16% of his stack in there. Right? That's a pretty solid hand. I think that's a pretty good hand. I think he's good start to finish. And so if he would do that with all of his hands, ace, king, ace, queen, aces, kings, queens, all of those has us in really bad shape. So being able to fold there is important. With 36 people still left in the tournament, there's lots of people that would not be able to fold that hand. That's part of what I'm trying to ask. Like, does that make sense? Would you fold ace 10 there? at some point in time, so this went 2 and 2. This will get old fairly quick, right? This will get old quickly. All right, let's come back to this one because this is exactly it. This is the same thing. He doesn't need to raise here. Nice hand, youngster. Nice hand. He doesn't need to raise here, even though he's got this guy covered. Because he's put so much in there, it's just a raise fold discussion, right? He can't call off there. This is almost always a bluff. It has to do with this. I know lots of people think that this is a big hand, but this is almost always a bluff. But we're not going to put our tournament life on that. Not with ace-6. We'll wait for a better hand. Only one time have I never seen this as a bluff. And more importantly, because I play on this site, I see a lot of... Like, these guys don't even do that on this site. Because they don't even know. Alright, so let's encourage, let's build up, let's go find out. I am looking for the lobby. Oh. Alright, so let's come to this table here. It turns out I'm 10th of 150 people. And I was like, geez, the rebuy period's got to be coming up here fairly quick, or the end of the rebuy period. Turns out I got 30 seconds till the end of the rebuy period. Right, so you just kind of get out of the way. And all these guys, 2 bigs. Why would this guy ever call here? This guy bet 2 bigs, and this guy called it off. 2 bigs. Look at how much chips they have here relative to the pot. I get it. He's put in all of it. Do you think if he bets 0.8 that these 2 guys are going to fold? He's got king 6, right? So this guy just gave it all away. He's got the top pair with a shitty kicker under the gun, he called that. Then hits the turn and then hits the river. It doesn't really matter, but he's got king 6 offsuit under the gun. Just play that much better. That's it. And that's not even much. Just look at how much that is. Just play that much better. All right, we got 10 out of 146 here. Mark that down. This is that micro. 367 people in that one. 115, I think, in this one. 113. 10th out of, what did I say? 10th out of 150? Oh, I forgot to mark down this 8 max. Oops. That's a 110 8 max, and there's 61 people in this tournament. Alright, so we got 3 tournaments up. Let's get all 3 up on the table. Thank you, you're welcome. Yeah. I'm not sure which one it was. As I said, I think it was this one here, right? And oh yeah, it goes running straight. I think I actually turn the straight with my cards that I had, and the river card brings it in, so there's a straight on board. Unless there's a flush, you had like spades maybe. Unless that was spades, it was a chop all the way through. So anyway. You got to play that way sometimes, and got mad respect, man. That's right there. This one, I'm 29th out of 39 people, so we got a little bit of ways to go on this one. 20 make the money. With 10 bigs, probably not going to make that. I'm going to have to find a spot here. This one, we're still going along here. It says I'm 46 out of 48 with 25 bigs. There's still another 4 levels or some shit to go on this one, so it's a bit crazy. So you can take a little bit of odds. This is not a very good hand. Just taking a flyer with it. So it's one of those call fold type hands. And then this one over here. I'm 10 out of, sorry, now I'm 13 out of 139, and 72 make the money. But this also has what's called this mystery bounty. The mystery bounty kicks in on, I think, level 17? What does it say here? Oh, sorry. Mystery bounty kicks in start of level 14. We're on level 12. We have, well, we're now in level 13. So another 6 minutes before the mystery bounty kicks in. You can see, Alex, I got a 9-3. I cannot defend with 9-3 here. I have an ace deuce, just fold. Right? So he raises, these guys are snap folding. We got nothing there. Oh, I missed it. Bounties will kick in once the current hand is finished. Did I miss that up? I might have missed that. It says we're in level 13. Bounties kick in. Oh wait, there it is. Mystery bounty kicks in level 13. I misread something along the way. Mystery bounty kicks in at the start of level 13. Mystery bounty down here says level 13, start of level 14. So there we go. Let's get some bounties in here, shall we? This is a good fold, right? For the same reason we just talked about. This guy jammed in ace 9 and he gets called off. We have queen jack. Yeah, it's shit hands all the way through. Let's win some money on this one. I have ace 4 offsuit. That's probably not going to cut it. Send Mrs. Frostmage a quick text. So I'm not gonna lie, my experience with mystery bounties it's lacking. I don't have a lot of understanding and play on these things, so it's a bit tough. So if I get something wrong here, you guys should weigh in. It's actually, there's some strategy to this. And I don't have the strategy to do that. So what we're not going to do is let people in there cheap. So we're just going to put them all to the test. If you don't have an ace, you can't call. So this has to be an ace, so our ace has to be better. Oh my god. Pocket tens. Oh my god, look at that. Flush draw over here. Pocket tens here. So all in, and he's still called off with the tens. And he has a full house. Oh my god. Right? This is what I'm talking about. Just play your hand face up. I have the best hand on the turn, and they still called. That's awesome. Well, this is what it is, I guess. No thought about it. Just give it up. Just giving it up. Raise, raise, call, all in, call. And I get 3 bounties off of that because of exactly what we just talked about. Let's see what it comes up with. I got 3 bounties. One, oh no, I win this one. I win 2 bounties. This guy has more chips than I do. So I got a 750 on that one. Score. Bounty 750. What's the other one? Hopefully it's a big one as well. Not 750. 350. So it's 1125. Right? I'm in for 2 bullets, $2 in this one. I'm already up 1125. Or made 1125. We haven't even got the money yet. Because of that, that's absolutely bonkers. By the way, I'm second out of 121 people. So we'll just keep going here. That's absolutely bonkers. A king, queen, flush draw, and the king 6. We're just looking at this one over here, right? I have Jack as well, but I mean, I'm good enough to fold my hand because I know that my hand is just shit. The reasons we've just talked about a bunch of other hands, right? Let's fold that stuff. Oops. This one probably not going to fold. It's going to be tough for us to fold this one. So let's put some pressure in here. Because we don't have a lot of bigs, it's going to look a bit fishy, but this is all going in on the turn. We're just fading the ace, fading the king. If he jams it, I guess we got to call it off, but we're just fading the ace and the king. There's 2 kings. That's okay. We're just chunking it all in there. And we take it down. Because if he had a king, he would snap call it. Oh, he's open-ended. Oh, and he hits the open-ended. That's pretty good, right? Our read is correct. It's bang on. Nice hand. Highly encourage having... All right, so let's make a note on this one. We're going to actually put him on as a weak regular. And the reason for that, so we make sure we write down the date. Sure, scope. He's played 411 tournaments. And he is down 75 bucks. So we're going to change that read because it's not a weak regular. Excuse me. So we're going to change our read on this one. I get that it looks fishy, but he doesn't have as many outs as he thinks he has. And it's up and down, up and down. He's currently on a downswing. So what does that say? He's, for the first... Oh, Mrs. Frostmaid, she cracks me up. Somewhere about 125 tournaments. So what is that? About a third of the way he's up. He wins 1915 in a 6-max game. He wins 53 bucks in a Daily Legends 6-max PKO. He wins 20 bucks, and it's all downhill, downhill, downhill. And he wins 19 bucks, goes up a little bit, downhill, downhill. He obviously spikes something here. He wins 45 bucks playing 6-handed, and it's downhill. And then after this, it's all, it's up, it's all down, it's up, and then it's down. What's this one? He wins 66 bucks in a 6-max. He wins $29 finishing second in a deep stack. 20. So he's playing way, way, way above his limit. He's taking shots at it. Oops. Not shat taking. He's shot taking. And so that tells you a lot about what's happening here. We're trying to get all the chips here. But he has to fold, right? He doesn't call it, but he has to fold there. Take it down. We flop a flush, obviously. Oh, sorry, we turned the flush. My bad. Let's come over this one. I will be all in here. Where is our... Oh my. Alright, so, well, we're all in on this one with our pocket 10s. So hopefully Woody doesn't have anything good or exciting for us to be looking at. We would hate to see like pocket jacks and higher. We have top with second here, so we're pretty good here, but we're out of position. So we're just going to call it pocket 7s. Pocket 7, so we like that. Just avoid a 2-outer. And we do, so we'll take it down. We got a full double up. Thank you very much, Woody. Over here, he's a lot of thinking here. This could be something, but I don't think he's having ace king whatever else. So bet pot here, put pressure on these guys. We are on the bubble, so he might fold. He might come over the top and take our chips. That's entirely possible as well. Right back. Alright, so Mrs. Frostmage has another hour. Can't play any more tournaments, but I gotta make dinner here. As soon as these ones are over, I'll make dinner. I think I'm gonna make some sort of chicken dish, because that's what I took out for dinner. I think I'm gonna take the chicken breast, fillet it, pound it out, dredge it through some flour and whatnot. And then what? And then fry it up. Put some oil in the pan and fry that shit up. Maybe make some potatoes as well. Mrs. Frostmage likes potatoes. This one, I'm first out of 88 on this one. What did I say? 72 make the money on this one, so we've still got a little bit of room to go. I've jumped up to 15th place on this tournament. 15 out of 21. So we need a big win here. We need not from us, but we are going to rail. Alex, we are railing on this one here. We are rooting for you. We're kind of just slow playing a little bit here because of chip stack and whatnot. This would be the time to jam here to go up against us, but we're actually just going to get out of the way as well. That's not very good, right? We'd be behind. Excuse me. Well, we would hit that thing, but outside of that, 7-8. Oh, look at that! Right? Look at that juiciness. But we should like check raise is what I was trying to get at there. That would have been a much stronger, a much better play with 6.5 bigs. But we were still in the. You can still rebuy into this tournament, so there's no reason for us to do that. Where are we at over here? Again, we're still. Oops. We are railing over here. There's 21 people left. We are encouraging. We are railing the 21st and the 20th position. What's happening over here? Anyway, Alex, whenever you're on, I'm going to be trying to stream earlier in the morning. I don't know. Hopefully everything's okay with your mom. You're seeing her during the day. It's nighttime now, right? It's got to be close to midnight. So. Rebecca. If it's it's midnight, so 8 o'clock. If I'm at 8 o'clock in the morning, that's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Ballpark it. You're in Europe. All right, so the question becomes over here. This is a jam. I have pocket sixes. Ace 7. Ace 7. What ace is this? How much is this anyway? This is a... No, let's get out of the way. Let's get out of the way. No need to take a risk there. We got moves, so we got to go find this one. This is which one? This is the 8 max. Over here, I raised to 2 and I got 3 callers, right? But I have a lot of chips, so we're not going to put too much pressure on it. Let's give it up. I get it. I understand. This is their thing. They don't give a shit about their cards. They just call what they think is a good hand, and when they hit it, they kind of do stuff like this. So it's easy to play against them and get out of the way. Just have to play that much better. So let's get out of the way. There's no need to raise here. Right? So in fact, I think this is actually a wrong time to raise. You should probably not be raising there. 7, 10, well, maybe we can talk about that. Ace, king, ace, queen, jack, 8, 9. So I guess that's half that board. I can get behind that. In this one, you can see the rebuy here. There's still a $30 bounty out there. There's a $15 bounty. I won one of the 750s. So trying to win, trying to get some chips here, trying to take it down. You know what I'm saying? There was a win over here somewhere from 19th to 20th. This is probably this is the number 2. And this guy's number 6. So he's trying to put pressure on this guy, but not too much. He doesn't want to risk too much. It's fold here, right? This is why he's doing that. Now we would flop top 2 pair and would have had to go runner straight, or sorry, runner flush, runner straight. It would have been all in. So this one here, doesn't matter that there's an ace there, the guy's not folding. I bet twice. He didn't give a shit that there's an ace. He's just call. So that's good to know. Keep track of that, because now we'll just do the same thing. We'll get all his chips in a couple minutes from now. Woody's all in. Our 7's not going to be good enough. We'll just get out of the way. What's this one over here? So this is the same that we just did, right? We got a bounty because it doesn't make sense that you have an 8 there. Let's make sure it's a big one. No, that's a center. 24 center. Just gotta play that much better. That's it. That's all you have to do. Oh, Jackal. I can't tell if that's Jackie or Jackal. Glasses would say something different. Let's get out of the way of this one. He should lead again. It's a poor not lead. Fight to take the lead and then doesn't keep it. So what do they think he's going to get here by doing this? Right? Too funny, too funny. Galadrudgeon still ripping it up in this this tournament here. 14th place. I think that's what it is, and I'm in 20 and I'm in 16th place. So 5 more people. We're like on the bubble. One more person. Turns out I would have had this one as well, but can't play ace-4 from that position. Only got 20 big, so let's get out of the way. We're never folding this, so we'll raise it up. I was thinking about raising this one as well. I think one of the strategies in this is actually to, because we cover everyone else, is put them to the test over and over and over again. And this, it doesn't matter what our cards are, right? We put them to the test. So, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to rip it up on this one. So get it all in there. Raise, call from the big blind. Let's chunk it in there. Oh, we got 4 outs. Oh, we hit one of our 4 outs. Oh, and then we lose our 4 outs. And there's the Jackal again, doing exactly what he does. That's awesome. 97 in this tournament, and we're out in 63, so that's going to be easier for us. Congratulations to all that made it in the money on this one. We are still railing our friend Alex over in this tournament. We only have the 2 tournaments now. We are in the money in this one. We did raise it up here significantly. We're putting them at their tournament life, right? It's razor call, a razor fold. We're never folding at this point. Put some pressure on those guys. 1 out of 72. We just made the money. So first out of 72 in this one as well. 346. We're all in on this one as well. That was a snap call, so we're going to have to quote unquote get lucky on this one. We're in 15th out of 20th, so that's no good, right? That's why we jam on this. There's no reason to re-jam here, but Woody wants to do it. Yeah, and this is almost always a bluff, which is what I had there. Come on, we need not a 7. Well, that's okay. We'll take it. 19 is a good win. This is our last tournament, by the way. This is the last one we're doing for the day. We're in 19th place. We're in for 119, 117. Sorry. We are going to open up a table and at least rail our friend Alex. Excuse me. Excuse me. Queens, oh, a set of queens, top queens versus ace 8. So there was obviously a split pot somewhere along the way there. Talk about this one, I think. Ace 4, let's get out of the way. Second out of 65. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened over here. Alley Kitty? Oh, Alley Kitty has 3 buy-ins. I have 2 buy-ins. Mark has 2 buy-ins, and everyone else is somewhere else there. I've made 1149 in bounties. So which is only second. Jake Dragon is only beating me at this point. The top 10. So let's take a look at the bounty up here. Yeah, it's still in there. So there's some in there. I'm guessing that he's won the $15, so it should be at least one other person ahead of me. 1521 is what has been claimed. All right, 11.8. That's what we're watching. Let's encourage our friend over here. We're gonna fold our 7 deuce, by the way. It's an easy fold there. 4s versus 7s. We have an all-in bet over here. That's going to be tough for us not to call this off. And more importantly, it's going to be tough for us not to jam this. These two guys should fold, but we're not going to fold here. If he jams, I guess we'll have to jam it. Yeah, there it is. This is part of the play that is beyond my scope. Right? Oh, Jack? No, King. So there's this is going to get a knockout here and a double up from this guy, and we would have been out. So this is against all the more reason to fold. I don't like it, but it is what it is. 375. So this guy gets all this guy's chips and the bounty, and gets a full double up from this guy. And we're still up here in first out of 61st place. Win. Oh, the other Canadian comes up here. This guy is in, who is this? Rido? A lot of chips right there. Rido's in 10th place. I mean, we're just going to call here. We're not going to do anything too wild and crazy. We flop an open ender. We'll just kind of leave it. We have the idiot end of the open ender. I'm not going to fold here. I'm going to fold for 1 for sure. Oh, it was so close, right? Bet pot? Bet all of it? Just debating. I mean, for 2, we'll call it off. We need a king here. That's a queen. So we just hit all around where we actually need to be. You want to get called here, right? So when you bet too much, you don't get called. All right, let's see what we have up here. Oh, it's still one 30 bounty, one for $15 bounty. We're just going to get out of the way this one, actually. And there was a snap call here. This guy's never folding. So this is what happens, right? You want to be betting enough to put other people at the test. If you're not going to call this, then why did you put the 1 up? Let's see what happens here. Ace, Queen, King 10, and oh. Uh-oh. I think Gil Dragon just lost that one. I think the other guy had the Ace Queen versus the King 10. This guy had that's not what I was looking at, but that didn't look good. That's what I'm trying to say. That didn't look good at all. just trying to make it look like I want that call smaller, right? I dropped down a bunch here, so I'm 3rd and 54th. We're just gonna get out of the way. All in twice here from Geldregen. Geldregen, 41. So all in last hand and all in this hand. Just take it down. Let it rip here, man. Go get it. 15. 1 away from a pay jump on this table, so let's encourage. 6-5, 7-3. All right, so we're going to lose someone over this table as well. Oh, he gave up all those chips. That can't be good, right? Give up all those chips like that. We have Ace Jack, so it's going to be very difficult, or not very. I can't believe I just said that. Mrs. Frostmage is not here to hear that. It's going to be extremely difficult to give that up. 53. Let's take a look, see what the pay structure is on this. So I did move up 1 pay jump. It's not very much, by the way. This has to be an 8 or 6 or some sort of straight flush draw, neither one of which, so now they're making an error by calling that under the gun. And do they have to call under the gun? Ace King? Geldregen, go get it, buddy. Watching you here. We're encouraging. 7.5 all in. Oh, flops a pair into aces. Ouch. That's no good. That's no good at all. And then Alex out in 15th place for 15th place money. Good job. Welcome in, young sir. Welcome. I only have 1 table left, so this is the only table I'm going to play. As soon as this one's done, I'm going to make Mrs. Frostmage dinner. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Cheers. Keep watching. Keep doing what you're doing. Take it down. I'm going to sit out for just 1 hand. I'll be 4 minutes. Could probably wait 4 minutes. Only because I'm coming into the blind right here, right? Let's see what this is. Silly Billy, Old Fan Life, Mr. Alarm, Brian Jean's beard. What? Wait, what was my... I think it was my aunt's birthday today. That's a pretty good flop. So we will just lead off and take it down. Oh, we have a straight flush, even better. So we get a flush here. Hopefully it's 30. 30? Oh no, that's a good sign. That's a 750er. We love it. 17 is... we won 2 750ers. Da-na-na-na-na, you say it's your birthday. Da-na-na-na-na, it's my birthday too. We are right on the cusp of the next bubble level. I'm actually going to sit out. I'll be back in 1 moment. All right, sorry about that. We're very excited that we're doing as well as we are. I'm excited. Hi. Yes. Hello, dog. Let's take a look, players. Let's see where we're at. I'm in, Jake Dragon. I'm at $18.99 for bounties, and Jake Dragon's at $18.69. So 30 cents difference. First and second place. He's won 115 bounty. I'm sure that's what it is, and I've won. Oops, I'm back. And he's. Yeah, I've won 2 of the 750s, and he's won. I think he's won 1 of the 15. So there's a 30, there's still a 15 out there, and then everything else. So strategy-wise, you should start to tighten up your range a little bit. We're going to Google this guy. Noctaris is at 45th. He's only got 3,300 chips. Let's see what this guy... 3,300. 3,300. So he's got 2 bigs left. We're talking about this guy here to my left. He's got 2 bigs left. So we're just going to wait, and then get. I am... Well, I'm 5th now, but this is the chip leader right here in this tournament. And then I'm in 5th place in this tournament. I do believe that I have knocked out the most amount of money so far in this tournament. By a whopping... Yeah, I have. Oh, and I have by 30 cents. Yeah. Well, there's 44 people left in it. We have made the pay jump. So we're going to get another 93 on top of this, whatever it is. By the way, I'm in this for $2, right? So, all right, take a quick break. I'll be back in, it says 5 minutes. I'll be back in 5 minutes or less. All right, back at it. As I said, this is the only table we have left. 5th out of 43rd. Gonna be tough to fold this, I think. This is just a bet to see who's here, who isn't here, but this is a pretty good bet. I might chunk it all in here. We have overpair, so it's going to be tough not to chunk it in there. Put some pressure on these guys now. It's going to have a 6. Hopefully he has a 6. We'll put some pressure on this guy. He's got to hit this. Flush draw, straight draw. He's got an 8. Oh, he hit it. He hits it there, boys and girls. That's what we like. We like it. They're drawn to 5-outers. They don't even know that they're only drawn to 5-outers, but that's it. It's no concept that they're so far behind, right? We love it. This is why we do what we do. This is going to look like a tilt, right? It's got an ace here? No, that doesn't make sense. They don't play that way. They're just all itty bitty nitty witties. Alright, so we chunked it down 13th of 42. So we still have a couple more to go for the next pay jump. I think tighter is righter. This should be what we're looking for here. What's this one? It's just my Discord kind of blew up a little bit. I gotta check get through everything here. Normal signups, not signups, yada yada yada. We need to hit this thing fairly hard here. That's pretty hard. We'll see what happens here. Like a 3 here would be good. Just put pressure on it, right? If we go out, we go out. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But we're trying to win the tournament with bounties as well. Let's take a look. Is there bounty still up? That there's still a 30 up there. There's still a 15 up there. And the fact that we hit top 2 is pretty good. We don't really like the turn so much, but still not going to fold. What's this one up here? We got shot 7. We're going to get out of the way because of this, right? Yeah, oh, look at that. That's disgusting. There's our good shot 7 we're looking for. So we only have, as it turns out, 2 outs to hit. But that's what they do, right? No concept that there's 2 overcards there that he might be behind. Right? So now we're going to actually jam our shit in here because of this. And we have decent cards here, so... Oh, that's a snap call. Oh, but we like to see that. 2 orders. Right? Uh-oh. We need 10 there. No. So we got that guy drawn to 3 outs. That's it. Oh, no. He's got more than that. This is what it is. Hopefully this is a bad one. Bad beat, maybe. You can take that 24 center, though. That's a good one. If you saw the guy's cards, would you change anything? If you wouldn't, then keep doing what you're doing. If you would, then you have to adjust your play. The uptick is that at least you know the gamble is alive and well. We did jump up a couple different pay spots here. Right into the 4th level of money. What do we have over here? I should have shared this. Down below, there's two links, 2 socials. I'm trying to be that social guy. There is my Instagram, which is 21 out of 34. Which is my basically it's a food channel, right? It's all food that I've made and whatnot. And there's a chef that's on there that participates and encourages, Chef John. I mean, it's pretty solid stuff, right? So go check it out. Or I think it's pretty solid. And then I get a couple in there that I back-to-back trivia champion. I know lots of useless shit. Not gonna lie. We're going to chunk it all in on this one. And then, what do I have down below? We're going to be all in here. I have an Instagram account down there, and I have a YouTube channel. This will be uploaded to the YouTube channel in a couple hours from now. As soon as I'm done playing, I will start the process. It takes an hour or so. Less than that, but I'm going to make dinner, as I said, for Mrs. Frostmage. Having some sort of chicken dish. Chai can. What's over here? We're still ripping this up. Wasn't? Okay. I'm going to try and get on a little bit earlier tomorrow. Maybe I could do a double dredge, like a deep fried chicken type thing. Oh, that'd be tasty. We're just gonna check it and hopefully hit a really good flop. That's probably pretty good. It's probably pretty good. This guy hit that hand. So timing tells are important here, right? This guy hit this hand. We need a queen, we need a flush card here. That'll probably work. Now he's not liking his hand a whole lot. This is just a huge overbet because we want to make it look stinky exactly the way that it is. It is stinky. But we want it to look like that. So maybe they call off? I don't know. Right back. All right, 20. This guy, this is like pocket 3s, pocket 2s. This guy doesn't want to see any more cards, so let's get out of the way with our king 7. But this is not a very good hand here. King Jack, yeah, exactly. $10 to 20 centimeters. Normally this is a jam for me, but we made another jump as it seems. Okay, jump. 10 to 20 centimeters in the next 2 hours. Shit, the front door. 9 a.m. And then they needed 2 hours for Friday. I'm gonna be Santa on Friday. Okay, so on Friday, if you'd like to be here for 9 a.m., you can have a buffet breakfast with us. Then tune in, turn into Santa at 10. Okay. 10 to 20 centimeters. Oh, this is an all-in bet, which is exactly what you would think. There's a fiver and there's a set. That'll learn you. Yeah, but the difference is that you're under the gun and you're not. .24 center. All right, take it down. 29 people, so we, as I said, we did make another pay jump. These are just folds, folds, folds. 16 out of 29 now, so we're right in the middle of the pack. This guy just keeps pulling away here. Now we're just in the gambling it up stage again, and over and over and over, as it were. Let's see what Dovster's doing here. Let's see what this guy's doing here. Oh, we already did Dovster, right? Jamie Doll, a bit of a doll? No? No. Alright, we've got 13 bigs. Lots of people all in. Raise, not raise. Put everyone onto this one. Let's get out of the way. This is no good for us. Raise, fold, love it. This is not a good play here. It's raise, fold here. Are you going to fold for 1.2 into 7? Your odds are huge. Again, like almost 8 to 1. Why would you be looking to fold? Right? Uh, 13 bigs, let's get out of the way. So the problem here is, right, so when we come back to Caro's Book of Poker Tells, sorry, not Poker Tells, Advanced Hold'em, page 23, it says that 88% of the time there's going to be an overcard because you have pocket fours. This guy had not pocket fours, some sort of, what do you have, Queen Jack, something like that? Yeah, Queen Jack. So he shouldn't have called here. It should be a raise fold, right? Because he's all in. He doesn't have very much here. He's gut shot. So calling's not the right play because he has no cards. He's not going to fold, right? So then checking and then calling all in, same thing. It's just better to bet it all in. As soon as this guy raises, pre-flop, raise or fold, make your decision. Either you're going to go with it or you're not. We have 28 players here. This is a chop, by the way. For us, we would have chopped that bad boy up. 28 players, so we've made another pay jump. We'll just get out of the way because we can't beat. We have 8 high. As it turns out, we would have flopped 2 pair there, but we can't call off two bigs there. Good game, bad bees. Is that all these guys have to say? I mean, I don't know what they're putting in here. So most of these guys at this point, the only game they have is raise all in fold, right? Raise fold, raise fold, raise fold. So let's see what happens here. Pocket 4s, 8-4. It turns out so it's 9 outer, 9 and 12 outer, and they hit it. Get the 3/8 or the 9 clubs. This is the same thing. It's raise or fold here. Our hand is not good enough with 9-4, so we're just going to fold and get out of the way. Thanks for being here, guys. Love it. Appreciate it. We're having waters. And we're having beverages. I think we should only have 4 tables though, right? That's probably going to be good enough to chunk it all in there. 28. What do we got nothing there, right? So let's start putting some pressure on here. Actually, I'm not going to call this, I don't think. This is probably not good enough to call. We'll wait for a better hand. King Jack. Against this field's probably good enough, but there's just... yeah, it's going to be shit. Excuse me. Alright, so what sort of all-in is this? This is like 10s, 8s, no, 10s, 9s, jacks. We can't beat any of that, so this is why we don't do this. This would be a much better hand to jam on. $27 people. We got 2 away. Yeah, good enough. Let's see. Oh, that mystery bounty is still up there, so we're going to jam this now. Oh, it's Mrs. Frostmage, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome home, Mrs. Frostmage. She probably needs to go now. We're all in with our ace-9 offsuit. This should be pretty good. It's going to be tough. Oh, we did get through. She slept over there in one of the 2 blankets all day. Never got up, never did anything. I never said this morning. Camera's thinking I'm looking at you, but I'm actually looking at Mrs. Frostmage right there. Just give me the evil eye. She knows what she did. We got ace deuce versus ace jack. The ace deuce holds up. Always all in is going to lose. We need a decimal's good. We like to see decimals. What do we got here? Oh, ace king. Oh yeah, we're going to be all in here for sure. Can't go in with that. Chunk it in there. We're not folding. Oh, that's rough. I wanted that. That's going to be the same. There's 25 people, so we're right on the cusp of the next pay jump. We're not folding here, so chunk it all in there. Put pressure on this, right? You don't want these 2 guys to call. We need 5 outs. We need a jack here. King or a jack? No, not the ace king. This is why you fold this shit, by the way. But it just plays itself. That guy's gonna fold either or he's not. Here's what it is. This guy has an ace. He shows the ace, but it's never good enough to beat this guy. So he never has queen beat. He doesn't have aces, ace king, ace queen. He never has those things. So he's got like ace deuce, some other shitty hand like that. All right, we are 24th of 25. One away from the bubble. We got Ace King versus Ace Queen. Losing his hand at poker. 5 for a chop, 3 to win. Oh, and Ace Queen is going to be out. Just looking at the other table over here. So we are the next pay jump for 24 cents. Still that $30 bounty out there. I love it. Oh, look at that. We would have flopped a full house. Look at that shit. We've seen this before. Come on, twos. No. That's not going to be good enough to cut it either. We're now just kind of trying to pick our spot, trying to find a hand that's worthy of us chunking it all in there. So we're never losing this, right? So now we have to get lucky against this. Yeah, there it is. So now we got 3 outs. And we would have lost to this. So we would have got a little bit back here because we would have made some. I love it when they show this stuff here, right? Alright, that's good enough. We're going to chunk it all in now. It's so low that all these guys should be calling along. And they shouldn't call, they should be raising all in. Yeah, there it is, right? That's I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to play these things. 8? King or an 8? Oh, we needed a king or an 8 there. Alright, well that's going to draw a conclusion for us today. We are... we had a good day today. What did we make? Oh, I was worth the $30. So I had to win to get that thing. GD. Who would have thunk that, huh? Alright, I'm out in 23rd place. That's 19, so it's 1998? Yeah, I think it's 1998. All right, that's it. That's all I wrote. That's all I got. You guys have a great day. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. This is Frost Mage's home, so I'm going to make her dinner in just a couple minutes. See you guys. Love you. Bye.